Alright, so my project was the online library management system. Here's a quick little layout of it. It's all in the same file. I have six classes in total. I got my first is a base class, which is class ID. It's just a basic class, which is an ID value with a getter and setter for it. And then we have the books, users, admins, and transactions. These all are just, they just have information such as title, genre, author, availability, and size, and they all have their own little getters and setters. And then if we go to look at its user two, just getters and information, getters and setters. It's something about admin is a derived from user two, so it doesn't have the values, but it's in there. The only difference is that since it is an admin, it's come with the use of the library and the salary, and it has its getters and setters and everything. Most of the functions are done through the library class. It's a big class that has vectors for books, users, transactions, and admins. It's able to manage the inputs using pointers. And I mean, it has basic instructions, getters and setters, but it also has the way to add and remove the from the vectors. You'll see in a bit once I actually start using them how they work. But for now, well, most of the menu is run through the run function, which takes in the library. It's we're gonna see once again we're gonna see in a bit the menu and the system, but most of it is just run through the library. It takes in the input, then passes it on to the library, and then the main function for this is just creating or loading in a library. See right here is just opening, creating a new library with inputs, and then starting the run function, or loading in, taking in the input from a different file, creating the library, adding the information that was in the loaded file, and then running it. Let's see this in action real quick. Run. Welcome to the online library management system. Since we don't have, since none of these files are loaded up with anything, we are gonna have to create a new file with new library. It just says type in one. What's the new library? What's the new library name? Just name it C++. Alright. Since you are starting a new library, please enter an admin account. You gotta enter the name, and since the salary is part of the admin class, we gotta type that in. The years isn't added to this because it's just creating an account, so obviously the years is gonna be zero. Rather starting with this. Enter the phone, enter the name, salary, nice 1,000. Alright. Since we did create an account, we gotta get an ID number. New admin ID is 150. Let's not forget that. These are different depending on what you decide to create, just to make sure that we don't keep the same ID. So for admin, for this account admin, it's gonna be 150. Okay. Well, we can't really log into the first one right here since it is user only. We want to try log in with our admin number. This ID number is in register. We gotta create a new user real quick. We're gonna go to the admin login. Right. Type in our phone number with our ID number. Boom. Here we are. Welcome, Carlos. The name I entered here. Here is our admin menu. We can either commence transaction, That means check in or check out a book, search book, look through the library's vector full of book pointers and find a specific book, add books, remove a book, create a new user, create a new admin, remove a user. Transaction reports is just you can type in the user's ID and see what books they've checked out or checked in. View loyalty is just checking in the loyalty tier that the user is. Account status is whether the IDs of a user is open or closed. And now let's just create an account real quick. That's gonna be number 5. Please enter the new user's name. His name is going to be Rex. Right. The new user ID is 25. So once we try to log in now with ID, boom. Welcome Rex. There we are. We can look at our account status. It's gonna be open since we just created it. Go ahead and exit out of there. Let's add a book real quick. Gotta log in with our admin ID. There we are. Let's go ahead and add a book. Go ahead and check it out real quick. That's gonna be number 3. Title is just gonna see genre or author. Let's name what's me. Size 10 megabytes. Okay. New book ID is 1. Alright. So now once we go to look at it, try D number again. Once you're gonna look at search books, how do you want to find this book? Let's find it by genre. Genre is horror, as we typed in right there. Just gonna type that in. Horror. Pops up. The first number is the ID number. Second is the title, genre, author, how big the size is, and 0. If it was 1, that means it's been checked out. If it's 0, that means it's not checked out. Let's check it out real quick. Alright, these are my admin number. Alright, welcome Carlos. Now that we have created a user and a book, let's go and check that book out. We're going to type 2, check the book out. The month, today is the 5th. Today is the 1st. The user IDs for Rex was 25. The book's user ID was 1. Book has been checked out. Alright. So if we want to go to the login for Rex, 25. We'll look for his transactions. Let's see monthly report. Alright. Type in the month. It was 5. 25, which is his ID number, checked out 1, which is the book's ID number on the 5th of 1st. That's cool. Alright. That's all I wanted to see. Let's go look at the load function now. Because every time whenever you create a new library, we just don't want it to disappear, so we're going to put exit and save. Alright, cool. Save the activity. Let's enter the save file. Let's enter 3.txt. Alright. So if we were to go right here. Oh, load. There. It's loaded. So now, I typed in the wrong thing.